Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your May 2022 overview reading for the month. This is going to get into your monthly themes. We're going to look at a combination of Oracle and a full tarot spread to get all of your messages coming in. So Virgo, as always, thank you so much for your time and energy. I do value and appreciate that here. If you have time, please do hit that like and subscribe button and let me know that you enjoy the content here. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, would like any info regarding the card decks that I use, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and info are down below in the description box there. I am also an astrologer, so there will be a link at the end of this video you can click on, and that will take you to another video that will show you all of the transits and the overview of the planetary forecast as well. We will touch on the astrology as we go through this reading, but we will mostly be focusing on your cards. So let's jump right in. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos, anything they need to see for their highest and best good for this month of May 2022, please. I almost felt two of these coming out, so I'm going to take them both, simply because when I feel that, I take them. First card out is going to be for your monthly theme is Eyes of the Eagle Rising Above the Fray. So I really do feel, Virgo, this is a month where it's time to focus laser-like precision on what it is that you want to manifest, what you want to bring forward. And it is saying rising above the fray. So I feel like this is really letting go of a lot of old drama, chaos, anxieties, situations or people that have been very difficult or challenging. It's like you're really lifting yourself above all of that. The other card that was coming out right along with it was Sky Dancers, Surrender. So I do feel as well that it does take some focus on that surrender, right? It's sort of like there's that real lifting. You've got the rising above the fray, you've got the Sky Dancer. It's like you're rising above something, and maybe seeing things with a bigger perspective, right? Instead of up close and personal, you're seeing things from a bigger perspective, long run. It's like it's that feeling when you go up in a plane and you look down and you're like, wow, everything's so tiny down there, and maybe it's not something I really need to worry so much about anyway. So it really is this feeling of letting go of anything that you need to, seeing it from a different perspective, and instead focusing on what it is that you truly want to manifest and truly how you want to be in the world. Let's get into some numerology for you, Virgo. Let's get a number for you. Beautiful. And I love this too because it is your number. We've got the 6 and the 6 coming out twice. So it's a 66. And it is a card of healing. Virgo, you are the number 6 sign. That is your order in the zodiac. So I think that's very empowering. I would also say that Virgo is a very healing sign. It rules medicine, habits, routines, agriculture, so nutrition is very important. I would say this is a month of healing from the inside out, both sides of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, right? You also can say you could add those two 6s up. You get a 12, add the 12, and you get a 3. 3 is a very strong number of creative emergence, manifestation, abundance, and prosperity. So those are some beautiful numbers going on for you this month. Let's get into a chakra and crystal card and see what is being activated most strongly for you for May. And we have the Saracite. This is a gorgeous stone. I need to get a piece of it because it has been coming up a lot for folks. This is a beautiful stone that works with both the root and the crown chakra. So the very top, the very bottom, I feel like you're balancing yourself. It's really, keeping your feet firmly planted on the earth, but keeping your higher mind and your messages from the divine very active, right? There's also the keyword of travel on this. So you might be doing a little bit of traveling. You might have some movement coming into your life that's helping you to break out of a narrow, limited worldview and see things again from that bigger perspective, that eagle's eye, that eagle soaring above the heights to be able to see the full scope, the full picture of life. Let's get into next a guardian or guide. Let's see who wants to come up for Virgo, please, for May. And we have the Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens. Absolutely a wonderful guide to work with here, Virgo. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. So this is a very, this is that divine feminine teaching, lessons learned, imparting wisdom to others. She also, to me, is one of those energies, so a little bit rebellious, but in the best possible way, right? Not worrying what other people think of her, not worrying that, she's going against the grain and maybe even fulfilling a role that's more traditionally masculine. No matter what your, gender is, that's not important when it comes to, tarot or oracle. This is just saying that more feminine side of yourself, that slightly more rebellious side of yourself that goes against the grain and pushes against the normal, quote unquote, is really coming up strongly, and she is so firmly on your side right now, Virgo. That is beautiful. Let's get into your tarot. We're going to do a full Celtic cross and clarify those cards. Spirit, please let's show Virgo what we have for them in the tarot. Let's get a nice clear picture of the month of May. Wow. We're starting out strong. Oh my goodness. Okay, Virgo. Okay, this is definitely going to be a busy month. And I will say that astrologically, this is quite a powerful time for you because it is Taurus season. Taurus season is excellent for Virgos, Capricorns, and of course for Taurus because this is our earthy time. This is bringing that trine to your sign. And I feel like it's really pushing you to greater heights. Center card, beating heart of your Celtic cross, is the Ace of Pentacles. So that to me just says, money might be getting better. You could be getting a promotion or a raise. You could be getting a better job. You could be, doing something that you feel very good about. It's bringing you financial abundance as well. This many times shows that the hand of spirit is granting you a wish, granting you something that you've really hoped for a long time. So I feel like, your focus, your central energy is extremely positive. This is that kind of co-creating and manifesting with spirit. King of Wands, and nothing's holding you back, right? That Mary Magdalene message was like, don't let anything hold you back. And I do feel like you're moving very strongly towards your goals, especially, with manifesting, especially when it comes to finance or work or career, because the King of Wands is very fiery, very direct, similar to Emperor energy. He definitely goes after what he wants, right? He doesn't make excuses for anything. He just says, look, the time is now. I'm going to act. I'm going to work towards my goals and dreams. I'm going to take leadership. I'm going to accept authority, accept responsibility, and make things happen. In the immediate past, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So Virgo, I do feel like you have slowly but surely been coming out of that stagnation. I feel like a lot of things have broken open for you. You've been seeing the world with a much more expansive worldview. It's interesting that that eagle came in there, kind of saying, rise above the fray, Virgo, see the bigger picture, because I feel like you've already been directed to do just that as we come into this month. And the Page of Pentacles, yes. I think this is also breaking you out of any narrow viewpoint that you've had when it comes to how you're manifesting things, right? It's like, it's really difficult to manifest and go with the flow if we only have one specific way that we want spirit to do it, right? They may have a variety of ways that they could do that for us, but we're very closed off and saying, no, I don't want it unless it's exactly meeting my criteria. But this is really saying you've become more open with where you want to go next, where you want to invest your energy, your time, and your resources. And it's a very adventurous feeling. Like you're coming in with that feeling of like, ooh, what's next? I'm curious. I'm excited. Going into the immediate future, we have the Strength card. Very nice. Number 8. This to me is that balance of our spiritual side, our spiritual self, and that manifest part of ourself, the physical side of ourself, which is symbolized by that lion. And you know, the lion can be kind of fussy sometimes. He can roar, he can be hungry, he can get angry, he can get sad, he can get all those feelings. And our spiritual side is calming that roaring lion that all of us can be, right? So it's very much about having strength, self-discipline. Oh, it's a tough one sometimes. It's a courage card, right? It's really gathering your courage, saying, yes, you are strong enough. Yes, you have what it takes. Look at that. Aw. Virgo, this is a fabulous reading. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in the past and the future. So I feel like you're coming from a place of moving out of stagnation and going into the same kind of place. The wheel is turning in your favor. The worldview is getting bigger. This energy could also include a Sagittarius, because this is a Jupiter ruled card. That's their sign. And it could also include one of the 4 fixed signs that's on this card. Could be Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo coming into that energy as well. But boy, this just feels like you are going to new places. Be very open. You could be traveling. You could be making plans to move. You could be going back to school. You could be taking a class or a course, learning something. You could even be stepping into the position of being a teacher. So this is all very positive. On the bottom, your subconscious focus is the 9 of Cups, and this is focusing on your wishes, your dreams, what it is that you want to fulfill. I would say, you know, stay on that. Don't get complacent about it. Don't just wait it out. The 9 of Cups is very, very beautiful because it's getting ready for the 10 of Cups, which is that completion of its joy, its happiness. But right now, you're very focused in your subconscious on what it is that you know you want. And the Ace of Swords, boy, you're clearly putting your intentions on it. The Ace of Swords is absolute clarity, victory, and success. No longer feeling confused about what you want. You're not confused about it anymore, Virgo. This is like, I know what it is that I want to achieve. I know what it is that's going to bring me happiness and contentment. I have no questions about it anymore. I'm going to go forward and get it. I will say this is a busy month, and that's why the 4 of Swords is in your top position. Message from Spirit crowning your spread is, you know, telling you you need some time to rest, recover, reflect. Don't burn your candle at both ends, okay? When you start to feel a little tired, you start to feel a little worn out or a little mentally frazzled, it's time to take a rest. It's time to take a little break. You do need to pace yourself this month. Yeah. And it is about work. We got the King of Pentacles sitting right next to him. So, you know, to me, though, the King of Pentacles really represents Taurus energy, which we are in Taurus season right now. So it really is coming up to the forefront, and Spirit is saying, Virgo, make sure that you get your rest. Make sure that you get to enjoy all the things you've worked for, right? Don't just do the work. Don't just, you know, push yourself too hard. You also need to take some time to enjoy it. That's the wisdom of the King of Pentacles, right? He's a hard worker. He's very focused on making his money and building his business, but he is also ruled by Venus. And so it's like he is going to take the time out to enjoy a good meal, getting enough sleep, taking good care of the garden, right? Whatever it is that also supports the self so that you can continue to have that productivity. Let's get some advice, please, some suggestions for our Virgos. Very nice. Wow, Ace of Swords coming out twice in this reading. I feel what I'm getting here, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune twice and the Ace of Swords twice, there is a huge amount of clarity that's coming in this month. And definitely it's moving things forward after a long period of stagnation for you. Suggested approach is the Fool card. So Virgo, go with the flow. Do not overthink. Do not overworry. I know that can be a tall order for you guys sometimes, but the more that you can set that aside, set aside the worried mind about, well, how's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? What should I do? How should I, you know, all that. This is really just saying, Spirit, take the wheel. I'm going to go where you lead. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to trust that you have my best in mind. So let's get a clarifier, please, for the Fool card. Four of Wands. Yes, and this could be you as well saying, you know, let Spirit lead you when it comes to finding the perfect home environment, the perfect romantic partner, the perfect situations that will bring you that sense of celebration and happiness. What you need to know is the Two of Pentacles. This is a balancing energy. It's Capricorn, and it really is about balancing the money, right? You're balancing your finances, and what I really feel with this card is you're balancing between working yourself too hard and giving yourself enough relaxation, right? You may feel like, you know, I've really got to work it hard right now. And that's, you know, that's fine, Virgo. You can work hard. You can do your stuff. But the Two of Pentacles often reminds us to make sure that, you know, we take time to have a little fun, have some levity, have some laughs, have some good times mixed in with that. Yeah, because the Chariot says, you got to balance that. You got to balance. This is part of your personal growth, is allowing yourself to enjoy your life and not beat up on yourself too hard, right? Hopes and fears position is the Three of Pentacles. I do feel that part of your anxiety is saying, you know, I might need more people than just me to make this magic happen, to make these manifestations come to light. I wouldn't worry too much about that, though. I think the right people will appear at the right time, because the Three of Pentacles is that collaboration card. It is having good people to work with. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, my goodness. Three of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. You might feel a little guarded about that. And, you know, there could be a part of this, Virgo, where maybe you've worked with people in the past that weren't good for you, that were actually quite negative or destructive for you, and you felt really either emotionally or financially taken advantage of. So you're a little more careful right now about who you let in. And it is okay to have that, but don't hold on so tight. Don't guard yourself so well that you can't let new opportunities come in for future collaboration, future good associations and good coworkers. There's that Ace of Swords. I said it was in there twice, and there it is on your outcome card. This to me is victory, clarity, achievement, success. You finally feel like you know where you're going. You finally feel like you know what you're doing. Anything that had been feeling really confusing or really cloudy is really brought to light. Like you really have the answers that you've sought. Six of Cups, and it could be surrounding something from the past, whether it was, you know, old family situations, right? This can be healing of the inner child. This can also be reconciliations of relationships, right? Romantic or otherwise. It definitely is a card of the past, nostalgia. And you might have a lot of clarity about why something happened the way that it did, why it had to go down how it did, and you have a lot more peace around it. It's like, oh, now I understand why it happened the way it did. On the bottom, we have the Hanged Man and the Page of Swords. So there is a new perspective coming in here, seeing things from a different way, different angle. You also may be doing a bit of sacrificing and letting go here, Virgo, because the Hanged Man shows a difficult cycle, a challenging cycle that is being worked through. There are some things that you've been in limbo about. And the Page of Swords brings in, again, new ideas. I feel like that's a new way of seeing things that's coming into your life at this time. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. There it is. The truth is revealed. And this is one of the Chinese zodiac cards in this deck. It is the rabbit. So the year of the rabbit. The rabbit is Pisces energy, might I say. You already know the truth. The root cause of the obstacles has finally crystallized in your mind. Be inspired by this new outlook in life. You have everything you need to succeed. Action and discipline are required. Stop procrastinating. So it's definitely time, Virgo, to make those leaps forward in your life. Nothing is holding you back right now except excessive, worry, doubt, or thoughts. That's really about it. This is a beautiful month ahead. I feel like everything's opening up and you're going to have so much more clarity throughout this month of May. So have a wonderful month, guys, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.